Thank God. It's been about 1-2 weeks मैंने नहीं चलाई है. जो लास्ट ट्रिप थी बन कबाब वाली, उसके बाद मैंने ज़्यादा नहीं चलाई, धूप निकल आई थी. And I've been commuting to office on my motorbike. So I decided it's raining today. It's a Saturday. Let's take the camper out for a spin. I've set up another camera back there जिसके साथ माइक लगा हुआ है, लेकिन वो फ़ोन जो है ना ये गिर ना जाए. आई नीड अ बेटर होल्डर फॉर दैट. वो गिर गया तो काम ख़राब हो गया, प्रोग्राम बढ़ गया. ठीक है, लेट्स गो. आप बारिश एंजॉय करें मेरे साथ. As you can see, the weather is beautiful here on the rainy Islamabad morning. मैंने कहा आपको छोटा सा सैर सपाटा करा दूं. तो ये अभी हम एक्सप्रेसवे के ऊपर चढ़ते हैं. अब इधर पुलिस वाले खड़े होते हैं लेकिन किसी को रोकते हैं नहीं. कभी कभार बाइकर्स को तंग करते हैं इधर. आज तो बारिश हो रही है तो वो भी बेचारे, वो देखो ना, बाइक को कवर करके अंदर बैठे हुए हैं. वो देखो, वो बेचारे क्या करेंगे बारिश में यार. Look at the weather, man. अच्छा, मैं कह रहा था कि ये जो है ना, इसका वाइपर ये चल तो गया है, लेकिन ये लेफ़्ट वाला जो है ना आहिस्ता 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 लूज होके ना बाहर की तरफ आने शुरू हो जाता है. सो आई नीड टू डू समथिंग अबाउट दिस. आई नीड टू गेट इट फिक्स्ड. आई शुड टॉक इनटू दिस, shouldn't I? You know the rivets of the screw or whatever it's called that's built into the car key frame that connect to the wiper, those rivets I think have become loose. So I need to do something about that. Man, the weather has gotten really heavy as soon as I left. It wasn't as rainy, you know, a while ago. Okay, another thing. Yeah, if you can see from there, indicator is supposed to be here, right? The lever. But my little nephew, when he was 1 year old, my little rascal of a nephew used to love hanging out on the camper, right? इधर खड़ा होके जी ऐसे ऐसे कर रहा होता था. घर पे खड़ी होती थी गाड़ी तो he'd love to mess around with the car. And then these levers are so long, so you'd play with them, and then he did something, he broke this one. So ever since then, the indicator is broken. But man, Islamabad is one of the most beautiful cities in the rain. That's one thing we have. I love it. The rain washes away all your metaphorical problems, or metaphorically washes away all your issues and problems. It just cleans everything, literally and figuratively, and you just feel so peaceful, especially with all the greenery here. Islamabad to natya gali ban jata hai. It becomes like beautiful place. Plus there's not many people on the roads when it's raining, and it's a Saturday. So this is the best time to drive around in Islamabad and experience the lovely weather. Okay, so we're going to go on Srinagar highway. Dad, ये Srinagar highway की एक बात वैसे करनी है. Used to be called Kashmir highway, right? All my life I've known it as Kashmir highway, and the government decides a couple of years ago, when India started the whole messing around with Kashmir and kidnapping people and media blackout and literal blackout, electricity blackout. So both zulm ho raha hai udhar. I don't want to get political, but it is what it is, man. Anywhere where there's human suffering, najaiz human suffering especially, it's uncalled for. Okay, anyways, our government decided in all their infinite wisdom to rename Kashmir highway to Srinagar highway, in solidarity with Indian controlled Kashmir. Yaar, it was already called Kashmir highway, okay? Why do you have to rename it? And what's that going to accomplish? We already stand with our Kashmiri brothers, man. You know? Well, most of us do. I don't know about, you can't speak for everybody, but most of us, of course. Thing is, rename करके क्या होता है यार रोड को? कुछ होता है? Do you accomplish anything other than saying, oh yeah, हम बैठे बैठे हमने जी ये काम करा दिया, while we were in leadership, I renamed this to this. ये Pakistan का एक बड़ा वो, this is what they love to do. Their accomplishments, renaming all these roads and streets. और यार कुछ बना भी दो, rename करके एक ही चीज़ को rename करोगे. Anyway, this is Islamabad's, by the way, graveyard. My father is buried here. May his soul rest in peace. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. And he died in 2002. This was his camper. You know, every time I go by this, you know, maybe he sees this camper. I used to visit him when he passed away. I used to visit him all the time in this camper. All the time. Which reminds me, this one time, soon after he passed away, एक story है, I don't know if it's funny now, it wasn't funny then. मैंने क्या किया था, I was visiting him and I had a lot of road rage issues, okay? I do. My family will laugh, they know. I've calmed down now because there's just no stopping the idiots, right? On the road. Anyway, I was visiting my father's grave back in the, right after he passed away. I was very close to him, and so, you know, I was sitting with him for like at his grave for almost an hour, talking to him. So there was this other family visiting another nearby grave nearby, and they said they saw me, right, crying, and you know, काफी देर they saw me like that. Like they came over. वो कोई अगरबत्ती जला रहे थे. It's like अगरबत्ती is one of those, not a candle, a scented stick. And they handed me a few, you know, like, here, put this for your father. I was like, okay, thank you. Like, oh, that's so nice of them. Anyways, and they said, oh, everything's gonna be okay, and then they left, right? Very sweet, very nice. What do I go ahead and do on the way back? I'm driving the camper. मैं Islamabad highway expressway पे जा रहा हूँ, and somebody cuts me off, right, on the expressway. And I'm like, you, blah, blah, blah. The window was closed, but I was shouting and screaming. I was so angry. And this, effing that, and blah, blah, blah. When I finally caught up to them, I looked and it was these people, the same family. And I was like, oh, Fahad, what have you done, man? Oh, that, even till now, I cringe, yaar. Ki ye maine kya kiya hai? I felt so bad. So, yaar, you know, road rage is a very stupid, idiotic thing, and we just got to control ourselves, especially these days. Aajkal, anybody can have a gun. By the way, okay, so we're here. Now, which one is gate 1? I'm just going to go inside, donate blood, come back, and then we'll go take a round back. I'm not going to have any tea. I'm going to have some breakfast when I get home. So we'll just do a little bit of gupshup. And parking full. Tags only. Visitor entrance. This is it. And now, see, this is the problem with the parking full with the camper. Get the parking card from here. Now the window is on that side. Oh. Now let's see what he says. क्या park कर सकते हैं? I'll have to tell him that I'm here to donate blood for somebody. Let's see. अस्सलाम वालेकुम भाईजान, ब्लड बैंक किस साइड पे होगी?
नीचे जाएंगे,
नीचे जाऊं तो गाड़ी भी नीचे ही?
गाड़ी नीचे जाएगी, लेकिन वहाँ पे वैले होगा, वैले को दे दीजिएगा।
वैले?
हाँ, पार्किंग वाले।
उससे ये चलेगी नहीं?
चलेगी सर, सब चलती हैं।
ये मसला बन जाएगा। इधर जगह नहीं है पार्क की?
होती तो लगवा देता।
ओहो,
नीचे सीधा जाएंगे, नीचे देखें कहीं होगा।
चलें, मेहरबानी। Damn, man, the hospital is full, which is not a good thing. Now going straight down. Okay. Oh, I have been here before. ये जो मेरा, I dislocated my shoulder. I remember this place during football. My friend brought me here after they finished playing the match, like an hour later, and I was in extreme pain. Yaar, ye parking, isn't this parking? No, then how the hell is he gonna get out? Yaar, ye to main valet ko to nahi dunga bhai. Okay, now let's go. Bye bye, see you later. And we're back. Blood donate ho gaya. And it took a little bit of while. Now let's head home. घर जाके थोड़ा नाश्ता करिए. मुझे इन्होंने जूस पैक तो दिया है जो मैंने पिया नहीं है अभी तक. I should have drank this because I only had a banana. Acha, what the guy does, he goes, are you fasted? मैंने कहा no. I had a banana. I had 2 bananas in the morning. He goes, I said what? He goes, you can't give blood without eating. Bananas aren't enough. I was like, what? I was like, how are bananas not enough, man? I was like, I googled this. I googled it. Decided not to have a heavy breakfast. So I didn't. So I had 2 bananas. ठीक है? He goes, well, banana nahi, you should have had toast or something or paratha. I was like, paratha? I was like, Google told me not to have a heavy breakfast and you're telling me to have a paratha? And I was like, I waited 2 hours after, eating those 2 bananas. He said, and then coffee and stuff. I was like, yeah, I had tea. He's like, no, you need to have some biscuits or it's not enough. I was like, okay, you know what? Fine. You want to play it like that? But at least I was being all nice to him. यार मुझे पता नहीं किस साइड पे जाना है. You can go यार. You can go भाई. Go man. Excuse my French on these man. Okay. Road rage, like I said. Anyway. तो उन्होंने कहा कि जाओ. मैंने कहा मैं जाता हूँ. I'm going to go get biscuits then. Fine. I am going to donate blood. Don't worry. So he saw that I was going to go there. He's like, fine. You know what? Okay. Are you feeling all right? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. So then he took my blood pressure. He said, yo, your blood pressure is good for your age. I was like, yeah, I know. He said, fine, I'll take your blood. So I could have gotten angry at him because I could have said, yo, I've done my research, blah, blah, blah. I ate 2 bananas like Google said. Who are you? I could have created all a stupid fuss जो लोग करते हैं. And he would have enjoyed it. पता है इनको ये पसंद आता है जब लोग ऐसे हरकतें करते हैं ना शुरू लड़ाई and this and that. लोग इनको बड़ा पसंद आता है तो और मजे लेते हैं because you in the end they're the authority. You can't really tell them anything. They can kick you out of the hospital. यार ये मैं कौन सी रोड से जा रहा हूँ यार. Let's go through शक्करपड़ियाँ. Yeah, we're in I-8 right now. यार वो कैमरा ना गिर जाए. मुझे अभी तक बहुत डर है उसका. It's not fallen yet, but let's see. So look at this, man. The flyover of I-8. After they made this, बहुत मसले हल हो गए. So why do I hear a beep 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 beep? Is it from the phone? I hear a beep 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 beep. Anyway, we're here at Shakkarpadiya now, entering. And I wish I could show you another angle of this place, yaar. It's beautiful. Shakkarpadiya is Islamabad's, what would you say, designated, whoa. That was a big puddle. Designated green area. Natural habitat. Apart from obviously the hills, this is that green area in the center of the city where you can't touch it. The CDA can't touch it. They've allowed a few. There's a lot of noise because this road is messed up. And then a road nahi theek ki sahi. I do hear a beep beep beep. I don't know what that is. Now, if it's from the camera or from my phone. 100% I hear it. अब ये पता नहीं कहाँ से आ रहा है या पिछली गाड़ी से आ रहा है. Maybe it could be the car behind me. उसकी कमानियाँ शमानियाँ. It's a Suzuki डब्बा. So anyways, Shakkarpadiya, I used to come here with my father. This is, by the way, the Natural History Museum. It used to be in F7 right inside like near Jinnah Market. It's shifted here like maybe 2 decades ago. It has used to have a big whale bone in the front. And then they moved that, I think, to the zoo area for a while, but it remained closed. And then they shifted it here, and जो इधर रहता है इस्लामाबाद में, I recommend you still come and see it. Bring your kids. मैं बचपन में गया था, and this is Lok Virsa, by the way. मैं बचपन में गया था, and it's beautiful, as in like, for a kid, you can see so many things inside. You can stuffed tiger was huge, like a 9 foot, maybe more than 9 foot stuffed tiger. I was like, that was the first time I was like, wow, is that how big a tiger really is? Because obviously TV doesn't do it justice, man. Bengal tiger is huge. So they had that in there. They have a lot of other stuffed animals. They have a lot of old rocks and I don't know, bunch of things. Natural History Museum. Really good place to visit. Other thing, this is Lok Virsa as well on the side. Lok Virsa is the cultural hub of Pakistan ka. Yo, this is from the car. ये कुछ हो रहा है, कोई है आवाज आ रही है. I don't know what it is. I have no clue, man. What is that? What is making that noise? I don't know what that was. I think it's something to do with the brakes. I think the brake might be a bit loose and it's kind of scraping the... Yeah, that could be it. Yeah, see, it's gone now. I pressed the brake, now it's gone. I think it's loose. I have to get that checked out. Anyways, beautiful, beautiful Shakarpadiyan. I hope you can see from that camera at least, man. That's the whole point of that camera, at least a little bit. I don't know how else to put, maybe I can record it in this. I shouldn't record and drive though. And Lok Virsa has like the different cultures, artifacts, and pottery, and a lot of art from the different provinces of Pakistan. Sindhi, cultural things and dresses and handicrafts, stuff like that. We used to come here every other year with our school on a school trip. They used to bring us here. Abhi bhi aate hain. A lot of kids come here with their schools and walk around and experience the music. They have music. They have festivals from time to time here as well. But I think you can come here every weekend anyways. Pehle to bahut bada event hota tha when I was growing up. But now I think you can just come here every weekend and they're always here doing something. Plus Shakarpadiya mein the National Monument is here as well, which was made in around early 2000s, I would say. It's like it overlooks Islamabad. It's on the hilltop of Shakarpadiya, and it has a amphitheater over there. They made it for music festivals as well, which they rarely have in nowadays because of the whole. एक तो यार फिर हमारे मौलवी शोर मचाने शुरू कर देते हैं ना, That's a big issue here. So we can't have anything nice, can we? But apart from that, this place is beautiful. They have a gun club here. They have a bunch of clubs. They have the sports complex nearby, stadium. And this is such a beautiful, just take one round of Shakarpadiya. There's a Shalimar Lake? No. Lotus Lake, which I'll tell you that story. There's a rose and jasmine garden, which is really nice if you're into flowers. Very old and very, very well maintained. For the past, I think, 30 years, the rose and jasmine garden jo hai, over here. The Lotus Lake, they've revamped now. We're going to visit it one day. I have another video of me and my friend. We came in the camper and then we did some cooking over there. And now, by the way, we're on 7th Avenue. As you can see, now 7th Avenue comes all the way into Shakarpadiya. It's a huge blessing, that they made this part. So it goes over Murray Road now, all the way directly into Shakarpadiya. Before there was a signal here, huge problem and huge bottleneck congestion. So this is a blessing, that they've made this. Lotus Lake ki baat karte hain pehle. So Lotus Lake, my father and I, we used to go. Bachpan mein main cycling karta tha with my dad. We'd go all the way to Shakarpadiya and cycle there There's a Koka, a dhaba over there. We used to have chai and sometimes nashta, breakfast, and early morning. And there was nothing, there was just woods. So we used to go to Lotus Lake. Very beautiful little pond. It's not a lake, it's a pond. But one time, my father and I went, kya hua ke there was trash everywhere. It was like after the weekend, must have been like a Monday morning or something like that. There was just trash strewn about everywhere. So what my dad did, he just like picked up, he doesn't, you know, this is how he taught me. He picked up one piece of trash, उन्होंने फेंक दिया trash के अंदर ना, फिर एक और उठा के ऐसे फेंक दिया. Because we were trying to take a picture, so he was moving the trash and putting it in the bin. And then I started helping him. And before we knew it, like after a couple of hours, we'd cleared the entire lake area, the pond area, the entire, and the before and after pictures we took was beautiful. I don't know where they are, I have to find them. But it was a huge lesson learned for me because I was maybe 11 years old, 10 years old, something like that. It was a big lesson, like, look, a little sacrifice, you know, and look at the difference it makes to the place. And also the lesson that don't throw your trash when you go. My father was always teaching me this one lesson. Like any trips we did, any road trips, he always kept the trash in the car. Juice ka dabba hai, you finish your juice, you put it in back in the plastic, shopping bag. You don't throw it out of the car. Hamare mulk mein, the biggest issue with this trash stuff and littering is, yaar chalti hui gaadi mein, aisi road ke upar, they'll just open the window and throw it out. But वही बात है कि they've not been taught this, people have not been taught. And we need to, man. I'm glad there's people making videos now and वो यही कहते हैं. A lot of people say these things like I do, and hopefully it lets other people know, okay, don't do it, stop doing that. It's not good. Always take your trash, leave your trash in the car and घर पे जाके फेंको. So that's what we did at Lotus Lake. We just cleaned everything out. I really respect my dad for inculcating in me that lesson. So anyways, we were talking now about about 7th Avenue. This is 7th Avenue, all the way from Margla Road to now Shakarpadiya. Before it used to go all the way to Murray Road from Margla Road. The point is, this road is like a non-stop corridor, right? It's like a freeway with exits, no more signals. And they have another one, 9th Avenue. This was done by, Allah uska bala kare, Kamran Lashari, director or chairman of the CDA at that time. This is around during Pervez Musharraf's time, in around 2005-06. I had just come back from Canada, and around that time, he had started making this. Kamran Lashari ne jo kaam kiye in Islamabad mein, I will tell you this much. Anybody else I speak to and we talk about Islamabad, मैं ये बात ज़रूर कहता हूँ कि this guy was the one really good guy who did a lot of good stuff. इसने दामनिको को भी revamp किया था. इसने Rawal Lake, he revamped and remade it because he had a lot of exposure from abroad, right? He was well traveled and he had that sort of forward thinking. And पैसा लगाता था वो. That was the thing. हर कोई department में government के पैसे तो खाते हैं, right? So did this guy. Let's be honest, he took kickbacks, right? This is just a given. But despite taking his little kickbacks, he still got work done. So this is why I don't fault him, and you shouldn't fault him. At least get things done. Take your little, fine, take it. It's not, principally, I would not do it. You know, it's against my values, what I've been taught. It is wrong. You are stealing from the government's coffers, right? But, at least for this country, with all the height of corruption here, you're getting things done. ठीक है, इसने इतने अच्छे काम कराए ना. These two arteries that he made, the 7th Avenue and 9th Avenue, are a blessing to Islamabad because he foresaw where the traffic was headed. And it was a shame when they transferred him out. I think they sent him to Sukkar or Gwadar or somewhere. It was really sad to see him go. I think right after Musharraf's regime was toppled, then he left as well. But he was a really good man. I praise him till this day because he really fixed up Islamabad for the better. The infrastructure, he had a vision and he did good things. And I wish more people like this came. Despite taking their little kickbacks, it's okay, fine. I wish you wouldn't do it, but you're still giving us something in return, right? From our taxes, we see, unlike these, well, let's not get too political, but unlike the blatant robbery happening these days. So, anyways, man, let's not get into that. What a beautiful day, beautiful weather. Thank you so much for being here with me and joining me, keeping me company. I didn't even need music. I'm normally just cruising, listening to music in the camper and just enjoying the weather, but it was nice talking to you guys. And thank you for being on this trip. I'll make more videos like this. Well, we're home, and thank you so much. Sorry I didn't make any cinematic style entry and exit. So I think this should be fine. Plus I wanted to test out, main thing was this mic and that camera setup. Oh shoot, man. Whoa, okay. So the good thing is that phone didn't fall. I would have expected that phone to fall. So good, that didn't fall. Secondly, in Pakistan, they do not paint the speed breakers. They make these huge giant speed bumps, but they don't paint them. When paint costs a fraction of the price. Anyway, that's a good way to end this little video. And we're home. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.